Everyone loves a nice big cutting machine, and we're better than Kongsberg here with this lovely 3.2 metre machine that they're promoting at the show. I am going to go and have a chat with Dimitri, who's Director of Marketing worldwide. That's very exciting. He's going to tell me all about these products and a bit more about the company.
So my name is Dimitri and I'm Global Marketing Director at Kongsberg Precision Cutting Systems. So I'm heading the marketing efforts worldwide, basically.
Worldwide, good person to know.
Absolutely.
Just a very sort of brief, Kongsberg, who are you?
Sure,
What's your market?
So we're a company where we've been celebrating our 60th anniversary this year, actually.
Wow.
So it all started 60 years ago in a small town, Kongsberg in Norway, and we've evolved into a global leader in digital cutting and routing.
What did you do initially? What was your first, was it cutting right from the start?
No, it actually started with drafting tables for the maritime industry, so big plans basically, technical drawings.
Okay.
So it started as a drafting table and then it evolved into a cutting table, and the rest is history. Kongsberg Precision Cutting Systems is basically the overarching organization, and we have two brands. Kongsberg, which are the tables you can see here, the Entro and the Ultimate. And then we have our business, or let's say we acquired a business 4 years ago, Multicam, and you have the Apex 3R Evo there. This is a heavier industrial CNC routing table.
Okay.
So that's basically how you have to see the company. So two big pillars, Kongsberg Precision Cutting Systems, Kongsberg, Multicam. And of course, it's not only about the hardware, it's about a service organization, it's about software, it's about material knowledge, it's about partnerships.
It is a competitive market. What does make you stand out from what you do in this industry?
So what we try to do is we look at it from a customer point of view, and that's also what we say in our slogan, shaping your future together. So it's not just a slogan, it's basically our overarching framework where we say customers, they don't necessarily just want to buy hardware, they want to buy a full solution. And we want to work together with our customers, prospects, but also with our suppliers to make sure we enable our customers to be very successful. So we keep on innovating, but we don't lose sight of all the other things which are important. And by that I mean we have actually 4 major pillars in our messaging. And that's first, it's a 4 Ps we call them. So it's maximizing productivity, which means we make the best and the fastest tables on the market. It's also about potential. It's about when you buy a table, is it versatile enough to do not just one application, but to do a lot of applications, because people want versatility. It's about people and developing skills. How can we make sure if person A buys a table, how can he get up to speed as soon as possible with the learning curve, integration? Maybe we can do automation so she or he can focus on other tasks. And lastly, it's about solving business problems, or challenges is a more positive word. It could be about...
Problem, I think P, that's where the P is. I was thinking, where's the P? Hey,
so it could be about, for example, financing solutions, right? It could be about helping them with material knowledge, with training, with support. It could be all that kind of things. And that's what we tried. So we tried to approach it in a holistic way. What does the customer expect from a leader like us? Not just to bring a machine to the market, but to take care of the company as a whole, actually.
So you talked about applications. I mean, obviously a lot of what we've got here is sign and graphics and print. Are you in other sort of application areas as well?
Absolutely, yes. So we are actually a leader in packaging. So if you look at corrugated, folding carton, etc., this is where our Ultimate, it's actually an award-winning product. It has 3 awards. It has the Red Dot Design Award. It has the Pinnacle Award. It has the EDP Award.
I've seen all these press releases come in,
So it's, and that is, but we're showing the versatility because we're actually doing a roll-to-roll setup, and we're cutting canvas. So we're actually, even if it is a platform that we initially, and it's being very successful in corrugated and packaging, but it can do quite a lot of other things, and that's why we brought it here. So to answer your question, sign and display, packaging, corrugated, protective packaging and everything, but also more industrial verticals, and that's where the Apex comes in marine, aerospace, furniture, all the composite, all that kind of materials.
Leather, acrylic, all those
things. Yes, acrylic, aluminium.
I presume you make all the tools and the blades.
Absolutely. That development happens with the R&D facility, which is in Kongsberg, Norway. Bits and blades, also for Multicam, that's in Dallas. Tools, bits and blades, and we continuously make them faster, better, longer lifetime of the tools because it's consumable. So the longer our customers can use it, the more profitable they are.
So your flagship product at the show this week, is that the Ultimate behind you? So tell me a little bit more about this machine.
So it's basically the fastest and the most productive machine we brought to the market so far in terms of linear speed. It's a linear speed, a cutting speed of almost 170 meters per minute. It has an acceleration of 2.75 G, so the head goes really, really fast, and that's why the table, the construction is so solid. It's a full carbon beam. It's very light, it's very agile. It has some smart safety features. We call it the smart zone. So as soon as now it's not cutting, but if I would go,
I'll take some film in a bit.
if I would go close to the machine.
Oh yeah, it's gone red.
Now it's red.
Is this the safety element?
And that's a safety element, but if I don't go close enough, then it will, now it's blue, now the gentleman trips it, but if the machine is working, I want to get close, then it will just slow down and go to orange, it will not stop. And if I move away, it starts full speed cutting. So yeah, it's a very versatile, robust platform, very high productivity. But I also like to draw your attention to the Kongsberg Entro there. So it's actually the first time that we show it on a global show, the Entro. So we know that customers, they would like to have all the qualities of Kongsberg, so the longevity of the investment, the precision cutting, the robustness of the platform, and we package that all into an entry-level product, not being discrediting of the solution, but it is everything what a Kongsberg can do, but at an entry-level pricing. So it can do just cutting, it can do milling, there's a roll option, there's a table loading option, so it's actually a full Kongsberg, but at an affordable price level for somebody who wants to start into the business and then later grow on.
So I mean, not everyone can even fit one of these great machines. So it's only sort of 1.6 meter wide?
Yeah, so that's the Entro 24. And it's also even in a smaller version available, the Entro 20. So for sample making or for entry level sign and display work, let's say. But it can do cardboard, it can do basically a lot of, so we're now cutting self-adhesive vinyl. We will switch to foam board. It can do acrylic. It can do actually everything a Kongsberg can do, but in let's say a smaller format.
Tell me about the software that manages this, because obviously that's got to be critical to everything you do here.
Absolutely. So all our tables are equipped with the IPC software, which is our own proprietary software and controller to steer the table with a lot of smart automation features. But of course, we are also open and we can be integrated with other workflow solutions. For example, we are now integrating with Enfocus switch workflow, where we actually have the mini-me. I don't know if you've seen it at the entrance. So we take your picture. It will go automatically to the Enfocus software, where a cut file, go ahead. Smart nesting will be done. And the cut file is being sent back to the table. It's actually there now on the IPC, and it will start cutting. And it's basically a fully automated flow from taking a picture to a finished product. So that's how powerful the integration is.
That sounds amazing. Now look, you can see how busy it is here. Keep getting moved around, which is the joy of doing things.
Absolutely.
This is my first Printing United, even at my age. It's never too late for new things. Presumably, though, this is an important show.
It is.
What is it about this show that brings you back each year?
Well, I think it is the most important show for North America, and we also have quite a lot of visitors from South America, so I'd say for the Americas it's an important show. I've even met quite a lot of people from Europe already, because there are some product introductions, like you'll see on the Canon booth, they have the 3.2 meter Colorado, which is a debut actually here. So there's actually doing some global launches are done here. So it's a really important show, primarily for the Americas, but also for the rest of the world. And we also see, that's also why we brought the Ultimate, we see a convergence of applications. It's not only about sign and display, it's also about packaging, because people want versatility. They want to expand their business, because business can be fluctuating. So it is a really important show. Everybody's here. We attract a lot of interest, and we're actually already ahead of our schedule in terms of leads and sales.
Good. It's very social media friendly, isn't it, your equipment? It all looks quite exciting. So presumably, as well as seeing customers and partners, I mean, working with, talk to other like big printer, you mentioned Canon there. I mean, you must have good relationship with the guy, because they've just launched a 3.2 meter machine. Probably go very nicely with this.
The rolls would nicely fit here, absolutely. So we're working with other partners like HP, with Muto. We also worked in the past with Fuji and Canon, not for this show, but for example on the Digitech booth. I don't know if you've been there, so it's a little bit that I can show you later. But there we have our C24 table, which is another table that's not here, but there it's lined up with a conveyor system. So what happens there is that you print, and then it goes with a conveyor belt to our C24 table. It's routed or cut, and then it's stacked on a pallet. A full automated workflow. That we actually showing there with a Kongsberg table.
Well, it sounds like it's going really well here at the show. I'll let you get on and do what you do, but I hope the rest of the show goes really well for you.
Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you. Thank you.